What up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Can you give me a high five? Can I get a paw? Heck yeah, that's what's up, my brother. What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 60 Formula. Hope you're doing well today. Dude, it's Sunday. It's time to chillax. Time to lay back and just relax. But not over here on the 60 Formula channel. We've been doing a whole bunch of hard work, making the channel perfect for you, the viewers. So let me explain a little bit about what we've been doing the past couple of days. Scoop dooba dooba doop dabba dooba, a scooba dooba, one husky butt and two husky butts, two little husky booties. Now, if you're familiar with our YouTube channel, you know that we have a whole bunch of playlists. We have a Husky 101 playlist so you can figure out how to train and raise a Siberian Husky. We have a new episode playlist so you guys can stay up to date on all of the newest stuff. We have a top 10, a top 5, a top 2, a top 100 playlist so you guys can catch up on all the cool facts and tips about Siberian Huskies, and today we're going to be introducing the Challenge playlist. And you guys can go find that right now. It's chock filled with all of the crazy challenges that me and the Siberian Huskies do. We're always challenging the Huskies to do crazy, super cool things, and if you guys are into that, see if they can conquer the challenge, then go ahead and check out that playlist. We're always trying to make the channel way better, user-friendly for you guys, so you know exactly where to find all of your favorite videos on the 60 Formula channel. Now, before we jump into today's episode, we want to say a big thank you to all of our patrons who make this channel possible. Yeah, that's right. A big thank you from me and Britney Spears, and also Gila too, who's being a big ol' stinker right now. She's like, yo, I don't like looking in the camera every single day. You get to see all my blemishes, and I want to look pretty for everybody. On today's episode, we're going to be helping out every single Husky owner out there, because we're going to be talking about 3 different ways that you can calm or settle down your Siberian Husky. Every single person out there who goes and gets themselves one of these cute little adorable fluffy heads knows that they can be absolutely crazy. They go absolutely nuts, especially in the morning time and before and after dinner. Their energy levels are like DEFCON 7. It's like, oh my goodness, everybody watch out. It's not a nuclear bomb, it's a crazy Siberian Huscaroni pizza. So you've probably wondered to yourself once or twice, how in the world can I calm down this crazy beast? She's like, dude, you're holding the camera. I know the tricks. I know everything that you do. I've been doing YouTube just as long as you have, broski. I guess you're right. You are my co-star, both of you. You guys are my co-workers. So you guys are very familiar with the whole routine. So come with us, will you, on another episode of 60 Formula where we find out how to settle down a Siberian Huscaroni pizza. She's like, you'll never settle me down, bro. You'll never settle me down, bro. You're not gonna let me boop it, are you? But I'm gonna try. You know I gotta try. It's like episode 420. We gotta get a Gila nose boop. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we tried to get the nose boop, but Miss Gila says, absolutely no. I almost got it, dude. Britney Spears, lead us into the transition. Oh, good lordy. We all know that Siberian Huskies are absolutely insane. All they like to do on their free time, especially when they have a whole bunch of pent-up energy, is go absolutely crazy. There's just no avoiding it. If you're getting yourself a Siberian Husky, you're gonna have to deal with the zoomies and the crazies. But I bet you didn't know that there's a few tricks and tips that we're gonna be going over today to teach you guys exactly how to calm your Huskies' cinnamon bun booty down. Now, this works with puppies and adult Huskies alike, so it doesn't really matter what you got. All of the tricks and tips we're going to teach you today in this episode are going to work for you. All you got to do is make sure that you got yourself one of these little Huskies. Excuse me, are you a Husky or are you an alien? Because sometimes you're kind of like an alien. All right, so let's get into the first one right away. Yeah, let's steal that toy and throw it back there. The first way that we are going to calm our Husky down, and it's going to change your life, is you are going to turn your back to your Siberian Husky. So let's get Gila in a playful mood. Let's say you got a toy and your Husky's just jumping all over you. They're like going absolutely nuts. They're like, yo dude, I'm gonna go ahead and jump everywhere and make your life crazy and get all up in your face. One of the best ways to get rid of this behavior is to let go of the toy and turn your back. Look into a corner. Now look at Gila. She's like, Why isn't he facing me and paying attention? When you turn your back to your husky and you do not face them, yep, this is what we get. She's like, yo, dude, why are you ignoring me? Huskies do not like it when you turn your back on them. They see it as a sign of disengagement. You are stopping the interaction between you and your husky by showing them your back. So if you ever want to try and get your husky puppy to calm down, maybe they're going a little bit too out of control, all you have to do is stop yelling, stop screaming, and turn your back into a corner just like this. This is the thing. Whenever huskies get rambunctious, whenever they're going crazy and they're kind of ticking you off, the first thing you want to do is go, hey! And scream and yell and go, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Now in the human language, screaming and yelling definitely means that you are sick and tired of whatever it is that's bugging you. But to dogs, screaming and yelling means that you are super duper excited. You're ready to go. You're ready to play, yo. So the more you scream and yell, the more you're like, hey, stop it, please don't. They're gonna be like, oh, whoa, are you like getting excited too? I mean, are we gonna go crazy right now? So all you really have to do in order to sever that interaction is take your back and point it right towards them and face the wall. Almost like you are on timeout yourself, but you're gonna face the wall, and in only a matter of moments, your huskies are going to settle down and be extremely bored because guess what? Their owner isn't interacting or engaging with them anymore. Let's talk about the next thing, which is like, oh, hey, maybe I'm not at home alone. Maybe I'm out in public, or maybe someone's coming over. I can't just tell my guest to go in the corner of the room and face the wall. You're exactly right. So that's why next we're gonna be covering what to do whenever your husky's flipping out around other people. All right, so let's pretend that we're gonna have some people over, right? Our friends are coming over for the day and they're excited to meet the huskies. Your huskies get all excited all of a sudden. They're like racing towards the door. You're like, please calm down. Don't go towards the guest. Please stop. Now there's a whole bunch of different effective ways to tackle this situation. You could put your huskies in a crate while the person comes over. Wait about 5 to 10 minutes after the person is in your house and chilling, then let your huskies out of the crate. Typically what this does is it lets your huskies get used to the smell, used to the fact that there's a person in the house, and then once you release them from the crate, then they'll be way more chill than if the person was just coming right through your front door and your huskies were right here. Another thing to do is to go through extensive training, and I have done this training with both Gila and Britney Spears, and that's to teach them not to crowd someone that's coming straight through the door. Now you're gonna have to get some high value treats and a friend to come over and practice with you, ringing the doorbell and coming on in. What you want to do is keep your dog at a distance from your door and then let your guest open the door just a crack, only just a little bit. You may not even want them to open the door at first. You may just want them to knock. And if you can get your husky to stay still, sitting down in one location while your friend is on the other side of that door, then you give them the treat. You make progress this way. Each time your friend opens the door just a little bit and they're able to stay on the floor, then you reward with some good old delectable turkey. But anytime your friend comes through the door and your husky gets up and starts running, you have to set them back, put your friend back outside, and say, hey bro, you gotta sit still and you won't get the treat until you can stay put with my friend coming through the door. Now this is gonna take some time on your friend's part, especially if you plan on practicing this, but if you have a husband or a wife or a grandma or a friend that lives next door or at home, then you can do this without any trouble whatsoever. Now if both of these are absolutely no option at all, if your husky still won't stop freaking out every time someone comes over, go into the kitchen and get yourself a delectable treat. If you can get yourself a treat that your huskies absolutely adore, they'll probably focus on the treat 10 times more than the person coming through your door. And if you can start there, if you can get their attention over the person that's coming through the door, well then you've got a good foot in the door, no pun intended, when it comes to training your husky to chill out. I got a whole other method that I'm willing to share with you guys that's super duper awesome, but it does cost a little bit of money and a little bit of time. The first thing you need is a Siberian Husky. And you're probably gonna need like 3 or 4 baby gates, to be honest. What you wanna do is you wanna find a long hallway, kinda like this. You can use multiple rooms, that's totally fine, and we're going to create an entire situation, an environment that teaches your husky to chill out whenever someone comes to your house. So alright, we got both the huskies in my office right now. They're like, yo, what are we learning right now? What's the new What's the new method, bruh? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take both your Huskies, right? You're gonna put them right here before your friend or your guest ever comes to your house. Then you're going to put a baby gate right here, okay? Then you're gonna put another baby gate right here. But if you don't have this opening, don't worry about it. Cameo from Rue. Then as we move back, we're gonna put another baby gate and then yet another baby gate. So you're talking maybe 3 or 4 baby gates to get this trick rolling. Now I'm telling you, this is going to save your life, but it does take a little bit of finesse. All right, so we're starting right here, correct? So once your friend is knocking on the door, let them come in and meet you at the end of your hall. Now the dogs are going to see them and they're gonna start freaking out and being like, oh my gosh, there's a human over there. I wanna see the new person that I've never smelt before in my entire life. What you are going to do is you're gonna take a high value treat and you're gonna come up to the first baby gate and you're gonna say, sit. When both your Huskies sit and they're calm, you're gonna open that baby gate and we're gonna go on to level 2. Then when we get to the next baby gate, we're gonna do the same exact thing. Tell your Husky to sit, give them a treat. If they're calm at this next baby gate, we're gonna open it up and we're gonna move on to level 3. Come on, let's go. All right, now we're at level 3. Your guest should be standing right about here where this vacuum is. So then the next thing you're gonna do, ask both your Huskies to sit one more time, and then once they do it, give them the reward, open the gate, and move on to level 4, or move on to meeting the guest. Now what this does is it teaches your Husky that they need to be calm, go through several different levels of sitting down and listening to your commands before they're able to meet the guest at the door. I know this is a long process. I know that seems crazy, but it's a really good way to teach your Huskies to become very calm whenever someone comes over to your house. Now, the very last way to keep your Husky calm is when you're out and about in public and your Husky either sees a dog or a squirrel or a human being. That's a completely different situation, and we're gonna figure out how to keep your Husky calm during those times as well. Rue's like, hey, when are we gonna teach me how to be hyper? I wanna go absolutely crazy and go bonkers. You got an orange head. Yeah, you do. All right, getting your Husky to listen to you and calm down when you're out in public is a whole other beast entirely. You're gonna have to pull out the big guns, and today we're working with some sliced deli cheese. So getting your Husky to calm down when they're out in public is the hardest way to get your Husky to calm down. This is the situation where they are out of their element. They're not at home, so they're not in their own surroundings, and they have a whole bunch of different things to smell and look at. It's the most insanely distracting thing for a Husky to be out in public. So this is going to be our biggest challenge for sure. It's going to take the most amount of training, the most amount of time, and the most amount of frustration on your part. All right, so once you get your leash on your Husky and you're walking outside and you're doing your thing, all of a sudden your Husky starts going crazy because they see a person, they see a dog, they see a squirrel, they see a cat running across the street. Rue's like, can I be the cat? Can I be the cat in this recreation?
Sure, you can be the cat.
So here's what you're gonna do. Your dog is gonna help you out just a little bit because they're gonna let you know where their threshold point is. The moment where your Husky starts freaking out, losing their mind, and going absolutely crazy, making that howling noise, you know it. It kind of goes like, yeah, once they do that, you know that's your threshold point. That's the point where your Husky cannot stand to be near that thing any longer. So what do? You gotta back them up. So let's use Rue and Britney Spears as an example here. Maybe this is how close your dog gets to something before they start freaking out. You want that treat or that lure to be the new distraction, because when they're focusing on the treat, they're ultimately focusing on you. All right, so you see Britney Spears is pretty focused on me right now. He's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty focused on you. But if Rue were a squirrel, you know that right now this Husky would be like, bing, I'm paying attention to you and I'm not looking at anything else. And you can stick food in their face all you want. If there's a squirrel right here, they're never gonna pay attention to that food, even if it's the highest value treat in the entire world. So you gotta back them up. Bring them back here, get them as far away from the distraction as possible. Good boy, sit. All right, see Rue out there? He's hiding now. He can't barely see him. Britney Spears isn't even paying attention to him anymore because we're far away from him and I've got a treat. So once your doggo, once your Husky is not paying attention to that distraction anymore and they're paying attention to you, you give them the treat. And once they complete that, once they're successful at not freaking out at the distraction and paying attention to you, then you move a little bit closer to that distraction, trying to get them to focus on you the entire time. So now that Britney Spears has done a good job and he's focused on me, we're gonna move in the direction of Rue, who was the initial distraction. Come here, boy. And look, not even paying attention to Rue. Not that he would, he's used to Rue, so this isn't a real situation, a situation where he would normally be distracted, but you get the point. As long as your Husky is focusing on you, as close to the distraction as possible, you are teaching your Husky to calm down in a public situation. Now, like I said, this is mega difficult. One of the hardest things to train your Husky is to avert their attention from things that they want to look at. But you can accomplish this in literally 2 weeks or less if every single day you go for a walk, you find a distraction, and you lure your Husky away from that distraction. Yeah, over here. Good job. That's exactly what you're looking to do. Separate your dog from the distraction with a distraction you have. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We taught you guys how to keep your Husky calm in all sorts of different situations. We gave you an at-home situation where your dog's just going absolutely bonkers. We gave you another situation where they're at home again, but this time with a person or a guest coming over, and then finally outdoors in public with all the distractions in the entire world to make them go absolutely nuts. So with all of these tricks and tips, you should be able to keep your Husky calm over the next couple of weeks with all of this training wherever you may go. If you guys have any methods of keeping your Husky calm, leave them down in the comments below. We'd love to hear about them, and the Husky community would love to benefit from them. If you guys liked today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button and smash subscribe for Britney Spears so you don't miss another Huskaroni Pizza episode. And we'll see you next time with another episode of Guess What? That's right, whatever we make. Peace! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo.